Workers making our clothes in Pakistan told us they were being underpaid. The brands and their auditors said everything was fine. So, who's telling the truth? For our new research, we spoke to 255 garment workers across 8 factories producing for big brands, including Primark, Gap, H&M, Zara. We also spoke to the auditors that the brands rely on to monitor human rights. And what we found is deeply worrying. Nearly 2/3 of workers get less than the legal minimum wage once overtime and skill levels are taken into account. Very few had a contract. 71% couldn't afford their basic household needs. Yet these problems weren't being picked up, even though audits were taking place. Why? Well, firstly, because the workers are too afraid to speak out, but also because the audits systematically fail to record workers' testimony. I'll come back to that. The workers who speak out are punished. One worker said, "We all know that if you file a complaint, you will be terminated." And when workers at one factory reportedly complained about unpaid bonuses as a group, hoping that they would be protected, 50 of them were dismissed all at once. But the biggest surprise came from the auditors themselves. They told us that the system relies on paperwork, not on worker testimony. One auditor said that even when a worker reports an abuse, they often can't include it in the report without further evidence. They said, "Our hands are tied, we have to give a documentary trail." Another said that suppliers coach workers, manipulate documentation, and argue against the inclusion of worker evidence. They said suppliers know how to play the game. Often the factory is so smart, it outsmarts us. This isn't just about a few bad factories. It's about a monitoring system that is failing to hear the very people it's supposed to protect. The solution isn't more paperwork. It's about putting workers at the centre of due diligence. And that means listening to trade unions, supporting community-based monitoring, and treating worker testimony as real evidence, not just something that can be ignored. So if brands really want to know what's happening in their supply chains, they need to start by listening to the people who make their clothes. You can read the full report through the link in the bio.